hello and welcome. My name's Susie. I'm the Quantum Healing Medium. And I will say to you today, this is the second time I've recorded it. The first time there was no sound. So, and it's funny because it's all about acceptance. And though I was really upset, there was a level of accepting things just the way that they are. So I just had to accept it and record it again. So what I wanted to talk to you today about is I've been going through some stuff, and I don't know if a lot of people have or not, where it's been very up and down very recently. And the reason for this is because there's a lot of an emotional states being cleared very quickly at the moment. And this is all happening for you. Remember that, for your greatest good and your highest good. So one of the things that's been coming up is all like old stories, old deep core wounds, like not getting on with people, worrying about people, worrying about what people think. And the word acceptance keeps coming up. Now, people have said to me in the past, just accept it, just accept it. I'm an overthinker. What do you mean just accept it? How can I just accept it? Actually makes me angry, because I'm trying all this stuff clear on myself and you're telling me just to accept it. I can't do it. But what they gave me today is there's a journey to acceptance. And the journey starts off with a story. What's going on a lot at the moment is abandonment, then going into rejection, and then going into acceptance. So a lot of us go in, actually, when we feel rejected, we actually are in abandonment. So if someone stops talking to you, or someone blocks you on Facebook, or somebody you've spoke to for a long time and they decide they don't want, you haven't heard from them for ages, sometimes you'll accept it. Oh, okay, they're really busy. Other times you'll be so upset and you're like, why? What have I done? Is it me? Is it my energy? Is it something I said? What are people thinking of me? People are going to think really badly of me. You start making up these stories. But it comes from a wound of abandonment, not rejection. It's the stories we tell each other and the energy we put out that moves us into rejection. Because actually, when people stop talking to you, rejection hasn't happened. It hasn't happened yet. But it's the forward projection of worrying about it that causes the energy that you put out into the ethos that actually ends up coming back to you, because whatever we give out, we get back. So what they're saying is actually the abandonment is what you're feeling, not the rejection. Now, if someone says to you, I don't want to be your friend anymore, that is it. Or, you know what, you're not very good in this job, I'm sacking you. Then that's going to play on your rejection. If someone says, I'm not too sure about this job, you've got to do this, this and this. And then how can I help you achieve it? That's not rejection. That is playing on your abandonment, okay? Because you've not been rejected, you just don't feel good enough. And when you don't feel good enough, you go into abandonment. And when you go into abandonment, you don't feel good enough, you go into self-worth and you go self-destruction, and all these stories keep playing out in your mind, and you start forming programs within the physical body and the energetic body. So it's about, when you're in a situation, it's about checking in. Have I been rejected, or is it abandonment? Or actually, is it self-worth, or is it self-loathing? What is it? But what they're saying is abandonment quickly goes into rejection, right? And there's a difference between the two, because there's a lot of energy about at the moment for abandonment and rejection and self-worth going into then acceptance. But you can't go into acceptance unless you've gone through the journey. You need to go through the journey of releasing it from your mental and physical body. There's a lot of things that we can do to release it from our subconscious, reprogram it, say, I am not abandoned, I'm not abandoned, I'm not abandoned. And the opposite of rejection is acceptance. I accept me for who I am. I accept me. It's not about the other person. It's also not about, saying this as well. they just don't want to be in my life. It's about saying, you're not going to be in my life. I've made that decision. So there's always, if you've got that situation, if you can resolve it, it's always better to resolve it. So you've got, even if you both go your separate ways, you've got to a conclusion. So you've got a conclusion, and that's easier to move into acceptance. But that doesn't always work like that, and then you're left with to make up the story that you don't know what the actual story is. And when you make up these stories, you start giving off serotonin, not giving off serotonin, cortisone levels, all chemicals in the body. You start getting depressed, you start feeling not worthy, and then the anger comes and you take it out on everyone else in your life. Instead of actually thinking, right, okay, this is something about me. I'm someone not talking to me, someone not wanting to be in my life is nothing about them, it's all about me, right? They're not rejecting me, I'm rejecting myself, because that is what they're mirroring. So first of all, you need to identify. It's better to talk. So by talking about it, you've moved out of them deep emotional states, because when you're feeling this, you're in a deep, dark emotional state. So you've moved out from the deep, dark emotional states. So that's good, right? So you're that further forward to acceptance, because you're talking about it and you can do something with it. It's almost like, when you give, if you've got children, you'll understand this analogy. When you've got the contractions, you're like, oh my God, it's so painful, can't do it anymore. Oh my God, I can't do it anymore. When it comes to the pushing, you're like, I can now. I can see the end. I can push, because you're doing something with it. It's the same with stories you've got in your head. If you talk out loud or in a mirror or with somebody, that's why ranting is actually really good, because you're getting it out. But if you want to do it on your own, you can rant. It's like, I'm talking to the computer, I'm talking to you guys, but the first one didn't record, so it's almost like I was talking to myself to kind of get it out. So, that is the first part. You've got out of that emotional state. Well done. That's when acceptance can come in. Accept that you're talking about it. Once you have got stepped in the door, literally, if I show you this, okay, this is the door, yeah, okay, I'm feeling really, really angry. I can't let it go, right? Can't let it go. This person's really upset me. I cannot accept it, right? But I'm going to accept that I can't accept it. That is what I'm going to do. I accept that I can't accept it. When you do that, this is a door to acceptance. You've already put your foot in there. You've already put the foot in acceptance. I've accepted that I can't accept that I can't get out of these emotional states. I just can't accept it. But you, in the energy of accepting, oh, actually, do you know what? I'm going to let it go a bit. Actually, I can't be doing with this. Give me a day. I'm going to go and do something, make me laugh. And you've walked into the doorway of acceptance. You've got to acceptance. It's about faking it till you make it. Because you're accepting. You're still accepting. Maybe not accepting the situation. You're not accepting them not being in your life or being in your life. That's okay. You've accepted. You've accepted. We're not asking you to go, oh, I completely forgive you, I completely accept you. It's not what they're asking you to do. They're asking you to step the first step into acceptance. And actually, taking that first step might take a while. And then that's okay. It's taken me a while to get out of it. I accept that. There's 2 steps then into acceptance. Don't look forward. Look at what you've achieved. Oh, do you know what? I still can't get out of this. 3 steps in. Now 3 steps. That energy's building and building and building until the energy can't do anything else but accept it, because it's so big and it's bright and it's love. And remember, the opposite of acceptance is rejection, and the opposite of rejection is acceptance. Accept the way you look. For 1 minute, I'm going to accept the way I look. For 2 minutes, I'm going to accept the way I look. For 3 minutes, I'm going to accept the way I look. I'm going to accept that I can't shift this way, but I'm going to love myself anyway. I'm going to accept the fact that I can't love myself. I accept it. Well, actually, can I love myself? What am I doing? You know, I went through a stage of, before I was enlightened, and stepped onto this path, that actually I just wanted people to feel sorry for me because I thought that they cared. No, so if they felt sorry for me, then I thought they cared. Now I'm like, I hate pity. So I've gone from one extreme, do you know what I mean? Hate pity, and then I shut myself away until I feel better, because I don't want anyone thinking that I've got bad energy and things like that. Well, actually, I've just shifted it. It's about accepting that I feel absolutely shit, but I'm going to do it anyway. It's about being vulnerable as well. Being vulnerable with yourself and doing it anyway. You know, I always don't like it when someone tells me to do anything. It doesn't tell me how to do it. How do you do it? Well, you just do it. But how? Well, acceptance is how you do it. How do you get to acceptance? You just accept the nearest thing to acceptance that you can. And if you can't let go, that's okay. You're going to accept that you can't let go. And then you're going to move from there to letting go. You're going to move to loving yourself. You're going to move to losing that weight and shifting that weight. You're going to move to it and you're going to do it. You know you're going to do it. You don't know how you're going to do it, but you're going to do it. And then you start writing down, I'm going to lose, like I do, I'm going to lose 6 kilos at Slimming World this week. Everyone's going, oh, it's 12 pounds. Yeah, no, but I'm manifesting that. I'm sticking with that because that's what I've decided to manifest. And then every time I'm doing that, okay, it might not be quite what I've asked for, but I'm still losing. It's programming the mind and the subconscious, because it'll do whatever you want it to do. It's not good, it's not bad, it doesn't know the difference. So now let's do a healing to shift some of these abandonment and rejections, moving you one step closer into acceptance. So I want you to take some deep breaths in. I want you to push your energy to mine, but we're going to set the intention at the end of the session, even in this now moment, in a time pocket, that I'm going to disconnect my energy from you, you're going to disconnect your energy from me. It's not going to affect me in any way, shape or form, or you. Even when you watch it, it's not going to bother me at all, because this energy is in this moment, okay? So take a deep breath in and out. In and out. And I'm just going to hope that it's recorded with the sound on it. And if it hasn't, I'm just going to have to accept that, again, it wasn't meant to be, okay? Pushing through this abandonment through the physical body. Asking yourself to place cloud protection over you. Just accepting yourself exactly in the moment you are and what's happening to the physical body. Let it go. Just let it integrate, take a deep breath in. Now, keep breathing in and out. Stepping through that door of acceptance. In and out. Letting it go. If you need to feel like you need to clear your throat, then go and do that. So I felt that I've had a clear from somebody. Clearing the heart space now. Now going into rejection, into the lower chakras. Oh, now, if anyone's got any issues with their stomach, this is going to be a really good release for them. Okay, any issues with period pains, any like menstrual issues, or any like reflux, this next one home into all that. Okay. Allow that to release to your feet, thanking God for transmitting to white lights and on anyone that's way down there. Now bringing in the acceptance and the love. Take a deep breath in with acceptance and out. Now place your feet on the ground and ground it in. Imagine your feet on the ground, on the sand, on the earth. Allow their roots to go all the way down and connect to crystalline grid. Throwing your tailbone, anchor down in to Gaia. Thanking her for everything she's done. This is the way it is and this is the way it should be. Bless it be. I disconnect my energy from you and you disconnect your energy from me. Bless it be. If you need any other help and you want to connect with me on a one-to-one, all my details will be below. If you want to check out my website, it's www.thequantumhealingmedium.co.uk. And my email address is thequantumhealingmedium@gmail.co.uk. And all the details will be below. If you like what you hear, please like and share. And if you want to put any comments, please put the comments down below, because I'm going to be doing more lives on acceptance, abandonment and rejection and self-love. If this is what you want to see, please just comment. If there's anything else you want me to do, again, just put that underneath. Okay, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. And just remember, the smallest amount of acceptance grows large. Take care. Bye-bye.